Have you thought about pursuing new construction, but you just don't really know where to even begin? If so, this video is for you. I'm going to be giving you the rundown on how it all unfolds, and it starts right now. Welcome back to another episode of Real Estate in the 757. My name is Jennifer Stimson, and I'm a local realtor here in Hampton Roads. And if it's your first time to our channel, welcome. Each week we upload new videos about what it's like to live and own here in Hampton Roads. You know, videos about our cities, the areas, neighborhoods, and what they're like, price points for different areas as well. And sometimes, you know, it's just informational like this one. So I am sitting here in a gorgeous new community in Suffolk, Virginia called Nansemond Reserve. I actually have a couple of clients building out here, and so I just thought, let's do a video kind of telling you, walking you through how this whole process begins. All right, so where does one even begin with new construction? And to be honest, new construction is kind of its own beast in real estate, okay? But your first step is still to find a great realtor to represent you. And you need to do this before you go to a site and walk through a model, because once you step in those doors and you begin a relationship with the builder, if you are not represented right there for that first meeting, then you can't have a realtor represent you. And it's important to know, even though there are site agents and great site agents at those new construction sites that can help you if you're unrepresented, those site agents represent who? The builder. And so they are looking out for the best interest of the builder. And you know, our job as a realtor is to represent you, the buyer, and so do not skip this step. You want someone to be your advocate, to go over the contract with you, and explain things, and you know, look into any things that need to be changed or dealt with. So do not skip this step. You definitely want a realtor on your side to be your advocate. The builder has one, you need one too. Also, part of that first step, along with choosing your realtor, is, you know, your realtor should be getting you pre-approved. Now with new construction, it's a little different because typically the community, the new construction, has a partnership with a lender. And if you use their lender, then you could potentially get some closing cost assistance included as part of your contract. So that is always an option. But before you really start shopping around, you still want to know, am I in the right price points, the right price brackets? So if you reach out to me, obviously I have a great lender that I have a wonderful working relationship with. I will connect you with her and get you pre-approved so that we know before we even get out to view some models potentially that we are in the right price points. And then you have a decision of whether to continue to use that lender or potentially switch. Well, I don't love that because I know I've got the best lender to help my clients. I totally get it that sometimes it's so helpful to have some additional closing cost assistance. All right, so step 2 is going to be exploring some of these new communities. Now, you may find some of them listed in the MLS, and that's a great place to start. You may just have been driving around exploring areas and kind of come across one. If that's the case, write down the name that you will see typically on a sign as you're coming into the new community and give it to your realtor. Let them take the lead there, set up an appointment for you, find out if there is a model. Sometimes there are, sometimes there are not. And then it's a matter of getting site plans. Sometimes there are virtual tours online that you can view. But either way, it's a matter of kind of getting that first initial appointment so that you can see the models, kind of get more information, find out the time frame. How long is it going to take them to build? Are there lot premium costs for each lot? Which phase are they in? Did you know that typically the first phase of a new community is the best price point? As you get to phase 2 or phase 3, as the builder continues to bring in more and more people in the community, the price goes up. So, you know, on the front end, it's cheaper, but you're going to deal with the construction going on within your community longer. To get on the latter end of a, you know, the community being built, you don't have to deal with as much construction time as they continue to build out the development of the community, but you know, you're paying a little bit more for your house. All right, and then step 3 is going to be getting you under contract. So if you've fallen in love with an area, you know you want to build there, the next step is you pick out the lot and the site agent will write up the initial contract for you guys to discuss. And sometimes you're picking out a few structural decisions, sometimes even the outside colors of your home, right then and there. And if there is a lot premium for the one that you're going to pick out, you make all those decisions right then and there with the site agent, and they are going to write up the contract, and then you will get to discuss that with your realtor. And from there, it's a matter of getting in your earnest money deposit, your EMD, and the new site will determine, that will kind of dictate what that cost is going to be. And typically it could be just the lot premium itself that they're asking that you go ahead and upfront turn in that EMD. That always stays your money, and that actually, you know, on the back end when you're working towards closing, your lender will help determine, you know, that EMD is going to go towards your down payment or is that going to go towards your closing costs, but you'll work on that through with them. All right, step 4 is what they call your selections meeting. And this can be really fun, probably some anxiety built in too, but typically this is going to happen within 2 weeks of going under contract. You're gonna come back in, you're gonna meet with the site agent again. Of course, your realtor is there with you to represent you, and they're gonna lay out all the choices. You will see all the standard choices, options you have to choose from. They will show you the level 1, level 2, level 3, upgrades you can make, the different selections for flooring and carpet and colors and cabinets and countertops. All those options is what your selections meeting is all about. And typically, there would probably be a certain amount for upgrades that can be rolled into your mortgage. I know here at Nansemond Reserve, they kind of have about a $30,000 cap for any upgrades that can roll into your mortgage. And they do that because, you know, it has to appraise. And if you go hog wild crazy with some upgrades or some, you know, 20 grand, you know, gas stove that's just over the top or something, you know, crazy like that, that maybe it isn't going to appraise for that full amount. So they kind of cap it here at about 30 grand that you can anticipate should appraise just fine, will roll into your mortgage. And then anything above and beyond that, you may be paying out of pocket for right up front. And it's also not uncommon for some sort of deposit to be taken the day of your selections meeting. For example, here it's 25% of any upgrades that you add onto that purchase price, that base price that was in your initial contract. You're going to put down a deposit of 25% of those upgrades that you're going to pay for upfront. All right, and then step 5 is to simply watch it get built from the ground up. And I just feel like that would be so cool to experience. It's not something I've had the pleasure of going through personally, but I tell you what, I am so excited for my clients that are building and getting to watch it from the ground up. Now, they have what they call a pre-settlement, you know, inspection. And so that's kind of one of the final pieces. Once everything has been built and we're working right towards closing, you will come in and go through with the builder and you will check the home inch by inch to be sure that there are no dings, that nothing got damaged being moved in. You're going to run your hands across the granite or, you know, your cultured marble. Make sure you don't feel any little nicks in that. Carry around a whole roll of blue painter's tape, and any issues that you see, any nail pops, any dings that happened, you know, you just put a little piece of tape there and the builder will come back behind you and take care of any issues. They do stand behind the workmanship going into building your home. And, you know, super exciting to get to be walking that through with some families that I have currently right now. And if you want to follow me on Instagram as well, you can find me there at Real Estate in the 757. But that's a great way. I'll be posting little, you know, updates along the way, and you can kind of follow our journey along with us. All right, so there you have it. The steps to getting started to build your own home from the ground up. I sure hope you felt that was helpful, and I would greatly appreciate if you would give this video a like and share it with anybody else that you know. Maybe you have friends who are thinking about building their own home. I sure would love to be a resource. And if I can help you, with any of your real estate needs, whether looking to buy, sell, or even with property management, you can reach out. Just text me, call me, or shoot me an email. I would love nothing more than to assist you. Until next time, my friends, have a great day.